Just when you thought the balloons were gone, the pilots now in Hawaii, you can see the pilots have been advised of a large white high-altitude balloon east of Hawaii. It's been updated, and that's kind of interesting because last night we went to the observatories via the Subaru telescope, and we watched what was up there by the sun. You know, there is something up there around the sun. They're like some type of interdimensional beings and or UFOs, some kind of life forms up there. And some say, oh, Gina, honey, that was just lens flares. I'm sorry, lens flares don't go from place to place and just blink out like that, you all. And some of those were big and some of those were smaller. So how is it that these balloons keep showing up, you all? I don't know how well this is going to show on here, you all. So according to multiple reports, the FAA notified the pilots of a sighting of a large white balloon 40,000 to 50,000 feet. So they acknowledge the alert, and it includes a request to please report back if you have to report back if you spot any such object. So it's unclear, they say. It's unclear of the initial, when the initial thing came about the balloon, but it was made to the FAA. To the FAA, you all. They've been ongoing to pilots since at least 7:46 a.m. in Hawaii of nearly 10 hours ago. So let's see. So the war zone. Well, I don't know what the war zone is. The war zone has reached out to the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command to see if they are tracking the object, or have they scrambled their fighter jets, you all? Have they scrambled their fighter jets? The FAA, they want the FAA to authenticate it. Talk a little bit more about this balloon that we have up here in the sky in Hawaii that they seen flying around up there in the sky, you all. It's kind of funny. Hello, everyone. It is kind of funny if you think about it. But really, it could be very serious also at the same time. And is this just a distraction for what's really going on in Hawaii by the observatories? Because let's just say it again. December the 8th, the time travelers said was Alien Contact Day. And we were documenting the observatories because of the great big white spherical spot in the sky above the southern cam of the Canada, France, Hawaii telescopes. We were documenting it, among other things. And we wanted to see if that was back. But when we went back on the 7th, they stopped their time-lapse videos from those cameras. And also on the 7th is when the Pentagon had a special briefing with the new person of technology and the aerial drones that were going to be fast-tracked to patrol the world, more or less. On December the 8th, Alien Contact Day, we never got to see nothing. And the only footage they let out was a 7 seconds or 8 seconds or 9 seconds, just one time, and then boom, no more. No more. So something is going on because we documented way too many things there. Way too many things for there not to be something in the skies at the Hawaii place other than a balloon. Let's see what they got going on, you all. Another balloon watch is in... Another balloon watch is in effect. It reminds me of a tornado watch is in effect for the following counties. That's what it reminds me of. Another balloon watch is in effect. This one is being reported at 1,000 kilometers east of Honolulu at the 26.39 north, 15021, one large white balloon between the FL 400 and 500, you all. It was informed because they went right by the location, you all. They went by the location to see what was going on here, you all. I can't read it, but you can see, I guess this is what was released. And this was the location. All jokes aside, you all. They're probably trying to figure out how on earth are we going to tell the American people, how on earth are we going to tell the people of the world there's something in our skies. And if there really is like something that should not be there and it intends to do us harm, they probably better take care of it, really. They probably should. Let's see that. I think that's about into that. What is this? Oh, Oh, I thought that was a receipt. That's why I wanted to hurry up and go buy it. It looked like a, look, I guess we aren't done with this balloon yet. Look at that, you all. That's kind of funny. I guess we're not done with that balloon yet. You can see that there's a lot of people reporting on it, you all. There's 20 replies, and they're still going. Putting this potential balloon at 45,000 feet. Average reported height is between 400, 500. Running on NOAA's, they show a very interesting future trajectory over the next 48 hours for an object only being steered by the wind right over Hawaii, you all. So if it's only being steered by the wind right over Hawaii, then it's got an interesting trajectory. Look at how it's swinging around, you all. Somebody's controlling that balloon up there, you all. If indeed it is a balloon, it could be something much more, but it could be a balloon and it could have a payload. But they're probably not going to be saying nothing. So we can look at some of this right there. All of these, the interwalrus. It's near the strategic islands is what it is. Loitering off of Kauai. I can't say that. They got the update. A Poseidon. Okay, let's see. The Poseidon, P8 Poseidon was heading in the direction of where the balloon was reported just moments ago before it dropped off the radar. It was at cruise altitude and speed, and we cannot say with any certainty that it was on a mission to search for the balloon and observe it, but it would match with the direction for doing so. Still, the P8s often reposition back to the continental United States along these types of routes, so it's just interesting at best at this point. So we got the, I guess the Navy Poseidon thing. Sorry, I'm trying to do this like that. The Poseidon thing is, it went off radar. So it's not a, what is this thing right here? I can't see. Is that the Poseidon? I don't know my aircrafts. Okay, it looks like an aircraft in the sky. Well, they brung out the big boys. They did. They brung out the big boys for the balloon. Turkey just had a 6.3 earthquake. Oh my gosh. They're having a lot of earthquakes lately, and that is not good, you all. It's not good. The U.S. Indo-Pacific Command is aware what they wanted to do is aware of the reports of a large white balloon by the aircraft. Now, how can that balloon be right next to an aircraft, you all, in the sky at the same time? Because you would think that, I don't know. It may have nothing additional at this time. So they got the balloon. They brung out the airplane right there. We got the big airplane in the sky. The P8, the Boeing P8 Poseidon, the Poseidon Adventure. But is this where the Poseidon Adventure took place in the book or something? Around these areas, Poseidon? Don't know. Don't know. If it took place around here, all we know is that there is a balloon. A balloon flying around in the air, and it's not being tossed back and forth by the wind. It seems like it can conquer the wind, and it can choose its own trajectory, you all. That's what it seems like. But where will it end, really? If you have some ICBM site on your island, it's a normal. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. The head's in a swivel, and I got your 6. I don't even know what that means. Yeah. Who is in Poland? Somebody's in Poland? Yeah, you all. We got stuff going on. We really do. And we know it was like a couple of weeks ago or so. There was Russian, a Russian warship off the coast of Hawaii with supersonic, I guess, hypersonic missiles. And there was one also off the west coast of the United States in the Atlantic. So we had the Atlantic and we had the East Coast and the Atlantic coast, more or less. And these Russian missiles, the hypersonic missiles they have a trajectory of, was it 675 somethings? And they could hit the landmass of the United States. 675, I want to say miles. Surely that's not, right? Well, it could be if it's a hypersonic missile. Probably. Who knows, you all? Who knows? And there's reports of big semis and stuff going down into tunnels. Going down into tunnels somewhere out in the desert, you all. Truckload after truckload after truckload of foods going down in these tunnels, and semis full. What are they doing? What are they preparing for? Are they preparing for something kind of nuclear? Yeah, something kind of nuclear going on, you all. Really, if you think about it, they got the food going in the salt mines, probably salt caverns and things like that. There is no way to control a trajectory of a weapon that's going that fast. No. Yeah. So, yeah, there is a lot of stuff going on. But as for this balloon right here, they're talking about it again. That's right. And I am going to go. We're going to keep an eye on this balloon and probably check up on that earthquake later in Turkey. I hope that they haven't even got finished trying to do the cleanup and look for survivors, because people can still survive. That's sad. It just hampers the rescue efforts. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and we'll check back in later. Love you. If I can do it, yeah.